How's it going, everyone? And I told all of you that the digital game deals were gonna be what they were as far as Black Friday is concerned. Physical deals are where we are cooking, baby, and some of those deals that Amazon is gonna be having, they are live right now, and boy, oh boy, are we cooking with some of them. You know, some of them aren't amazing, but man, a lot of them are really effing good, and we got a lot of deals to go over, so let's just get right into it. We'll go at it one at a time, and I've got quite a lot here, so we'll try to get through this fairly quickly. Metaphor ReFantazio Launch Edition, $49.99. Great deal for a Game of the Year contender, the game that I think should win Game of the Year this year for the Video Game Awards. I've gone over my reasoning, but the game's great. If you're a fan of JRPGs with incredibly compelling storytelling, Metaphor will be right up your alley for $50. Yes, it's not a significant discount, but given that it just came out a month and a half ago, you know what? That is a fairly significant discount, and it was easily worth $70. Here, you're getting it for $50, and I would say it's very much worth that as well. Certainly, go and check that out. That is a great pickup, and definitely for JRPG fans, one to check out. Even if you're not the biggest JRPG fan, you know, given that that game has a real shot to win Game of the Year, you know, might be something you want to check out, even if you're not the biggest fan of Japanese RPGs. Granblue Fantasy Relink down to $29.99, man. Like, if you're a JRPG fan, I feel like you picked up a lot of these games, but if you haven't, we are absolutely cooking. I loved Granblue Fantasy Relink earlier this year. Obviously, from a narrative standpoint, it's a little bit disjointed, but from a gameplay standpoint, presentation standpoint, it's got some incredibly stylish visuals. I thought the gameplay was fantastic, soundtrack is really good, and the art style is quite good as well. I had a great time with it, and for $29.99, I think this is a damn good pickup that I would strongly recommend. If you're a fan of action RPGs, a game to check out here. The main story is fairly short to go through, but then you have all of the other post-game content, optional content that'll really extend how long you play the game. And for $30, I think this is quite a good deal on a game that has been holding up in price for quite a while. Unicorn Overlord is down to $29.99. Man, again, JRPG fans are eating well come Black Friday, or during Black Friday, since these deals are live. Unicorn Overlord may very well be the most underrated game of 2024. This is a game that unfortunately came out like a week after Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I'm sorry if you're a JRPG fan, I think most people just gravitated towards Rebirth. Unicorn Overlord turned out to be a really solid game. Vanillaware is one of my favorite studios in all of gaming. Their consistent output is incredible. 13 Sentinels was great, that was their last game, and Unicorn Overlord, a tactical RPG, done very well and still employs the typical Vanillaware themes and elements that you would appreciate. The great art style, awesome soundtrack. This game has a really good narrative. I'm not going to say it's as good as 13 Sentinels, because I thought 13 Sentinels was absolutely tremendous, but it's pretty damn good in its own right. You do have a wide cast of characters, and whenever you have this in-depth of a roster, you're gonna pick and choose the ones that are going to get the most fleshed out. And the main character, his companions, those are the ones that are fleshed out. Direct companions, I would say. The overall roster is quite expansive, but great game, $29.99. I think it's a good deal. Persona 3 Reload, $24.99. I know, we're just JRPG heaven right here, but that's a phenomenal deal for Persona 3 Reload as well. The ground-up remake of Persona 3. Look, with all of these deals, I should note, these deals are incredibly spicy, but given that you are still paying a premium, you know, $50 for Metaphor, $30 for Granblue Fantasy, Unicorn Overlord at $30, Persona 3 Reload at $25. Those are still premium price points, and if you're not going to play these games anytime soon, I would say hold off. That is the case for P3R even more so, because I could very well see this game get an Ultimate Edition release at some point that includes the Episode Aegis DLC. You know, you could pick it up now, not play the game for 5 years, and then 5 years from now, the Ultimate Edition with the DLC is on sale for like $10. That is a realistic scenario that, don't even lie to me, multiple people are going to end up picking up this game, not play for 5 years. The Ultimate Edition is going to come out, it's going to be on sale for $10 in 5 years, and people are going to be like, why'd I buy this game 5 years ago? That is absolutely going to happen, and I say that from experience of buying games like this that were incredibly spicy deals that I didn't get to for years and years. Ultimate Edition comes out, and then it's on sale. But I digress. $25 for P3R is fantastic. ground up remake of Persona 3. You know, when I talk to the hardcore Persona fans, it seems like they always go back and forth on which Persona is their favorite, but a lot of people have told me Persona 3, so I enjoyed it, and I would say give that a look. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance is $25. I mean, this game wasn't really up my alley. I'm more of a Persona guy when it comes to SMT, but if you're into the demon collecting aspect and you want a darker tone, although Persona can get fairly dark, let's be real here, but SMT has a very dark tone to it, and you've got 2 playable story routes in this game as well. Fairly well done. There's a demo available on the PlayStation Store as well. It's going to give you a lot of replayability, and I think for this price it's quite good. Persona 5 Royal is $19.99. I mean, it's one of the greatest RPGs legitimately of all time, so that deal is absolutely tremendous as well. Certainly go ahead and check that out. Definitely worth your time and money there. More so time. That's a time investment more than anything, but $20 for Persona 5 Royal is tremendous. Alan Wake 2 Deluxe Edition is on sale. It's $49.99, so I know a lot of people were waiting for the physical release of Alan Wake 2. This is gonna be on sale on the PlayStation Store, I'd imagine, for $40, but this is one of those rare deals that I do think is going to be cheaper digitally than physically. That is because the physical release of Alan Wake 2 just came out. Remember, it was digital only when it came out. $50 to get the game, the DLC. Oh, and by the way, it includes Alan Wake Remastered if you didn't play the first game. Phenomenal deal here. Alan Wake 2, while it didn't resonate with me as much as everybody else, like, that is me. I didn't really vibe with Baldur's Gate 3 either, but most people had Baldur's Gate 3 and Alan Wake 2 1A, 1B as far as their game of the years go. And you know what? A lot of aspects of Alan Wake 2 I thought were tremendous. From the ambiance, the soundtrack, the vibe of the game, the visuals, PS5 Pro enhanced as well. A lot of reasons to check out Alan Wake 2, so definitely give that a look. Like a Dragon Infinite, well, $25. Now, this is a game that I really recommend you to play the other titles. Yakuza Like a Dragon is an absolute must-play, then it would be beneficial for you to play some of the Kiryu titles as well. That would ultimately really help you in appreciating this game and everything it brings to the table, because Kiryu returns as one of the main characters, and this is kind of his I don't want to get into spoilers, but, you know, you should play the Kiryu games. That's what I'm saying. That's all I gotta say. Just go play those games. It'll make Infinite Wealth a lot more rewarding. At the very least, play Yakuza 0, maybe Kiwami 1 and 2, and then jump into Infinite Wealth. Just have some familiarity with Kiryu's story arc. Star Ocean, the second story arc, $19.99. Another JRPG banger here. My main issue with this release back in November of last year was the price point. I thought $50 was a little bit high. $20, no-brainer here. A great remake of Star Ocean 2. Game is good. The story isn't anything to write home about, but I love the gameplay. The soundtrack was awesome. Just really worth it for 20 bucks. Definitely a great deal there. Resident Evil 4 Remake is $19.99. I mean, it was my game of the year for 2023, so, you know, pretty good deal there. I'll throw a shout to EA Sports College Football 25. Look, I don't give a damn about EA Sports College Football. However, this is a game that my boys that are super into Madden and football games love. College Football 25. The game was received really well, and it's down to 30 bucks, which, you know, just came out a couple months ago. Would say that's pretty damn good when you consider those facts. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon for $19.99. You kidding me? A From Software game this cheap? And by the way, Elden Ring's at this price point as well. We'll get to that in a second, but Armored Core 6 I thought was great, and it's more so this style of game from Software that I like. You know, the Souls-like games really don't do much for me. I appreciate them. A lot of them, you know, are incredibly well made, but they're just not my cup of tea. Gigantic robos beating the hell out of each other. Oh, sign me up for that, baby, because I've been asking for high-quality mech games for a long, long time, and I hope Armored Core is here to stick around as a franchise. I thought Armored Core 6 was absolutely fantastic, and if you're into mecha action, this is a must-play, you guys. It is a little bit difficult, can be difficult as well. It's more so focused on the customization, and you can absolutely look up a guide and figure out what's the best you know, strat to use in specific missions, and that'll kind of negate the purpose of the game, I feel, but overall, fantastic, fantastic game. For $19.99, a great pickup there. Final Fantasy 16 is $25, really good. Give me a PS5 Pro upgrade on that, and, you know, that would be quite nice. They should also release the Ultimate Edition as a physical copy. I think that would do really well, but, yeah, Life is Strange Double Exposure, $39.99 on that. Again, that just came out recently, so 40 bucks on that seems pretty good to me. Octopath Traveler 2 for $25, a great deal. I know there's a lot of complaints these days about the lack of turn-based JRPGs, and yeah, some of it is people just upset there's no turn-based Final Fantasies these days, but Octopath Traveler 2 should absolutely be a game you play. Incredible visuals with the HD 2D style, good story, likable characters. $25 is a great deal for a game that has been holding up in price as well. Dragon's Dogma 2 is $40. I mean, we've been seeing it go around the $42, $45 range digitally, so $40 isn't too surprising. It would have been nice at $30 to $35, but, you know, it just came out earlier this year, so, you know, with a $70 title, getting it for $40 is pretty good. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree Edition is $50, while Elden Ring the base game is $20. I mean, this is the best deal you're gonna see on Elden Ring. We all know how From Software games hold up in price, so to get the Shadow of the Erdtree Edition for $50, that's essentially you buying the game for $20 and then getting the expansion for $30. That's pretty good. Like, that expansion is still going for $40, and getting Elden Ring for $20 is always gonna be insane. And then Elden Ring the base game is available for $20. If you just want to check out the base game for now, that's a tremendous deal as well. Again, from a From Software standpoint, the Souls-like games don't do much for me. I did love Bloodborne, but Armored Core was my cup of tea. Elden Ring, obviously, by most accounts, the better game, most people are gonna say. But they're totally different games as well, so it's not really fair to compare them, but yeah, good prices on those. And then SpongeBob SquarePants, the Patrick Star game, is $25. I know you guys have been itching to pick that up. That's 38% off, excuse me. But yeah, these are the deals that I feel like we're cooking now. And these are still just the tip of the iceberg. There's going to be more deals rolling out, and hopefully by the time you guys are watching this video, all these deals are still in stock, because things are going to come in and out of stock. Keep that in mind. But a lot of good stuff. Links in the description box below. They are Amazon affiliated, so if you decide to pick anything up, your boys do get a little bit of a kickback, and that is much appreciated. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.